This is Maginoni, and here's another edition of The Good, The Bad, The Disappointing. And I think we might have some surprises for you today. First up is The Good, Batman and Superman. Now, before I even hear some groans out there, I know the story has some issues. But I cannot deny how good this art is. And honestly speaking, it was just eye candy that really brought this thing up to the good level. Now, this part of it is the Bruce and Clark's first interaction together as civilians, and then later on it sets the stage for there's like a villain comes in, there's a battle, obviously, and some shenanigans occurs. But again, while the story is just beginning, I cannot deny how well this thing is written in terms of the way some of the storylines, the dialogue is parallel to each other. While they do that between Bruce and Clark, the artwork is just, you can't argue it. It's just really phenomenal. It was just really well done. And I was overall impressed by it, but we'll see how well Greg Pak keeps up the story, and hopefully this will be a shining beacon in the DC universe, maybe, perhaps, but we'll see. The bad. Wolverine and the X-Men. Okay, first of all, I do enjoy Aaron's work, but I cannot help but think that this book is pretty much just a joke. And maybe if I looked at it as a joke, then maybe I could appreciate it better. But when you have the Hellions, the Hellfire Club, the stealing away of the students, the buildup of something really phenomenal. You have X-Men betraying the other X-Men, and then it's just like it's a parody of itself. And I think because it's that parody of itself that makes me just kind of lose a lot of interest in it, and I really, frankly, I stopped caring about what's going on, and like I said, I'm really losing interest in this book quickly. I think also the art is not helping at all in this case. There's some really bad pictures and panels, and there's some okay ones, but overall, I cannot. I hate to say this, but I really don't see this thing ending well at all. But I'm a glutton for punishment, and I'll probably still pick this up. And finally, the disappointing is Justice League Shazam's Last Stand. Now, the story itself is decent, and the art, Frank does a great job with the artwork. Why is this a disappointment? I'll tell you why. It's simple. This is called the Justice League. This is not called Shazam. This is not called let's give a backup story a full comic treatment. That's what's going on here. You have Trinity War coming up. Why aren't you using this issue to build up on the Trinity War? Why aren't you using this issue to make me excited about the Trinity War? I don't understand their philosophy other than, well, we had to get this story out of the way, so this way we can do the Trinity War fresh and without interruption. And I'll tell you this much. That was disappointment number 1. Disappointment number 2 is this monstrosity of a Marvel family. Now, I understand that they're trying to go back to the more traditional version of Shazam and his family, the Marvel family, but I don't know. When I saw them together, there's just something about it that just made me just groan. And I'm like, do you really need to put them now? I mean, if you wanted to throw them in there, couldn't you have done it later? Like, build it up. Add a little mystery. Is the family going to be together, or are they not going to do it? And then on top of that, you had the beautiful 7 Deadly Sins. And I was really pumped up to see the 7 Deadly Sins. And what do? You put them all into one person. How epic would that have been to have all the sins fighting? You could have kept the same power level, but you didn't do that. And if you wanted to create the Marvel family, how Deadpool that have been with the Marvel family versus Black Adam versus the Seven Deadly Sins. You failed. You failed again, DC. You had a fantastic opportunity to take this comic in multiple directions, and you just dropped the ball because you had to tidy everything up so that way you can get to the Trinity War, and you failed at building it up. Hell, even Justice League of America didn't build up the Trinity War appropriately at the end. So, anyways, the good, the bad, and the disappointing. If you have any comments or questions, let me know. Rate the video up, like the Facebook link. I do the anime reviews on Crunchyroll. Oh, let me get you a code. I keep forgetting to do that. And here's the code. If you have any, like I said, let me know what you think. What do you think is the best of the week or the worst? And what is that? That was TRS9, in case that looked like a 5. So, I guess that's it for today. So until next time.